I never really thought about being an artist, per se. I just knew I loved drawing creatures and monsters and lands, and I'd watch certain things on TV that taught you how to draw, or I'd just pause the cartoons, I'd record cartoons, pause them and draw them. But I never thought of myself as an artist, I just loved it. It's definitely something I had a passion for since I was a little kid, the whole cliche since the crowns started, but never put the crowns down, basically. Just kept going with it and kind of learned things from my other fellow artists and other people that were just creative. They may not even call themselves artists, but I learned from them, and I learned from the cartoons on television to my Dr. Seuss books, and just never let it go. With my process, I will usually start with either a found piece or a blank canvas. If it's a blank canvas, I will always spray paint first. I usually don't have any kind of concept or any idea for a picture in my mind. I will just spray paint with the colors I want. I usually pick colors and I'm just like, I want to see these colors together. And then once I have it started, I usually do some sort of splatter or texture over it, and that kind of starts forming a picture in my mind. And then from there, I start making shapes, and then if those shapes start telling me a story, I add to that shape, and then add to that story, and then I do more details, and sometimes I'm like, wow, this would be cool if there was a little creature talking to this little guy that I just made, and it goes from there. With a found piece, I will specifically seek out pieces that I think that will either be very contradictory to my style, and I think that's a fun challenge, or I think it would be really fun to have certain elements in that found piece talking or interacting with some weird monster or creature and something like that. So almost like having like an elegant landscape and then aliens have come and invaded that landscape, because those are two different worlds, and I like putting them together. With these pieces, really, I wanted to kind of have a subconscious element to them. Just a glimpse of some moment in this surreal world. I really just wanted to draw a bird, and I finished it after I had my son 7 months ago. And then I just started thinking about the wonder of how he looks at every little intricacy, every little detail with wonder and curiosity. And then I just started imagining these creatures he's gonna see. And then so I just started building around that painting. And actually a lot of these paintings are with that same theme. It looks like the bird's now escaping from these predators and things like that, but really it comes from a happy place of curiosity and intrigue and just seeing nature and how it all works. If you really don't know what's going on in that picture exactly, that's kind of where I wanted it, because my 7-month-old doesn't really know what's going on around him either, but he's super intrigued by it, and that's right where I want it.